Capricorn, welcome to the tarot room. My name is Robyn and Cappy. Today we're doing a live reading. I haven't gone live in a little bit, but hold on. I just want to get over to the app. I just want to make sure we're live. Are we live? Oh, yeah, we're live. It was showing nothing for a second there. So yeah, we're live. We're here. We're going. What's up, Capricorn? So today in today's live tarot reading, we're going to do a what you need to know right now style reading. So let's see what comes out today. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Let's see what messages are so urgent that you must hear. Let's talk about your Capricorn and see what you need to know right now. Spirit guides, talk to us about the Capricorn collective. What does Cappy need to know right now? Well, we have the yin. This is a feminine energy, a very passive energy, a very reflective energy, a very intuitive energy. So let's see what they want to say. You could be the feminine, be a feminine influencing you. We'll find out. Hey, everybody. Hey, Pagan Interesty Tarot. Hello. Hey, Joe. What's going on? The spiritual scientist. Welcome back. All right. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what Spirit guides want to say to Capricorn Collective today. Okay. Well, there you are. There's your masculine, the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If this could be about merging the two energies within yourself here, we'll find out. We'll find out. We have the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. That's how this affects you. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, again, energy. You're kind of coming out very heavy in your reading today. How appropriate. How appropriate. Oh, thanks, Pagan Interesty Tarot. Thank you. Yeah, coffee's like $1 million today, eh? But thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you for your kindness. May it come back 100-fold. And what's the advice here from Capricorn? The Ace of Swords. Okay. And there's the King of Wands. Heavy, interesting. There's the King of Wands and there's the Three of Pentacles. Very heavy on the masculine. You could be heavy on your feminine. It's telling you to balance those energies. We'll find out. We'll see if that King of Wands is you or someone else. But first of all, let's see what you need to know right now, because that would be you. What do we need to know right now? What's this King of Pentacles energy for? Capricorn. Talk to us, baby. Talk to us. What's up? The Ten of Wands. There's burdens. Oh. The Ace of... Hold on a second. Those wanted to spit themselves out. The Five of Wands is in reverse. The World is in reverse. Okay. There's the Knight of Wands, Capricorn. And the bottom is the Two of Pentacles. My Carl Jung card has made an appearance, but this is also about creating that balance, right? Balance between your energies, balance between action and thought. It's about staying grounded and balanced in a little bit of a chaotic energy, understanding the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of life. This is about, I feel, balancing your feminine and your masculine. I do feel you might be very strong in the feminine, and I do feel that there's something from the past here that's stressing you out. If not the past, something going, they want you to give in less to your stress and stay more grounded. Let me say that. So the Ten of Wands is when we're burdened, we're stressed. I feel you have a lot going on in your life. You might have a lot of people relying on you. You might just have a very high pressure job, high stress life. There's a lot of stress and burdens here. And that's the time when we really want to stay grounded and balanced so that we can get everything done, right? But they want you to give in less to the stress and the burdens, and they want you to really focus more on solutions. So the World's in reverse and the Five of Wands is in reverse here. And there's the Knight of Wands. So this is a very hot and cold, inconsistent. The Knight of Wands has so many goals. He has so many aspirations. It's Sagittarius energy and I'm a Sag. So I understand the Knight of Wands very well. I have a million things in my mind, but I can start, stop. And then I get nothing done. And then a week later, I'm like, I got nothing done. I just sat here getting nothing done. And this is like, I'm getting nothing done. Shit ain't happening. And it's because I start and I stop. I start here and then I move over there and then I move over there and I'm so stressed and my mind's going in all these circles and I don't know how to get where I want to go. And when we're going in circles and when we're not focusing on solutions, when we're focusing on the problems or everything, we don't get things done. We get stuck. We don't get one task done or we don't really get anything accomplished at all. So what I see here is them kind of wanting you to focus on solutions and not the stress, create a task list, do one thing at a time. There's that element of getting grounded and balanced here. I feel there's a lot of ideas in your mind, a lot of stress going on in your life. And it's like you feel like you're like the dog chasing your tail and you're not getting anywhere. You're not getting anything done. You're not moving forward. And the King of Pentacles is a doer. He's a go-getter. He gets things done, right? He's very prosperous. He's very self-aware. Maybe you need to ask for help, or maybe know what your strengths and your weaknesses are, right? Let's say you're a business owner, you got a million things going on, but you're really crappy at marketing. Well, maybe go to Fiverr, or maybe reach out to, media marketers, social media marketers to help with that aspect, so you can focus your energy on what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. So what you need to know right now is to get grounded here and create a plan. I feel there's a lot going on in your energy, and I feel there's a lot of stress, and it's creating a lack of productivity or a lack of progress here, Capricorn. And that's what they want you to do. And we also do that by creating that balance, right? You want to be passive and reflective. You want to be understanding and compassionate, but you also want to be confident and assertive and get things going for yourself. I feel the King of Wands here is you, and I feel it's representing confidence. The King of Wands is a confident guy. He doesn't doubt himself. And unlike the Knight of Wands, right, he's evolved from that knight. So he's learned to master his tasks. He's learned to master what needs to be done before he moves on to something else. I hope I was clear and I wasn't too chaotic in my explanation, because that's what you need to know right now. I feel a lot of stress there, Capricorn. I'm just going to take a little break. Sorry, guys. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Oh, I hope your phone's back. My connection got frozen, too. We're going to get a big storm where I live. So when the storms come brewing, I live on one of the Great Lakes here in Canada. We got our internet connection gets really bad. It sucks. All right. So how this affects you is the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. It affects you by getting things done. So there's you thinking about everything that you have to do, laying down, be like, oh man, I got to cut the grass. I got to do the dishes. Ah, shit. I got to whack those weeds. I got to clean the pool. I got to get to work. I got to get the kids to soccer. I got so much going on. And there's your patience. There's your diligence. There's your planning. There's your doing one thing at a time and realizing, you can't climb Mount Everest in a minute. It takes time. So the Knight of Pentacles is a very patient guy. He's also the, crowned the king. He moves from the knight to the king. So how this affects you is patience, understanding, have patience and understanding with yourself, but also looking at it from a higher perspective and a point of view, prioritizing. Okay, what's the most important? The pool, the grass, the weeds, the kids' soccer game, what's most important here and what do I got to do? So how this affects you is by being patient, diligent, and determined, and dealing with one thing at a time. There's all your thoughts. There's everything you got to do. And there's you slowly getting things done. Rome wasn't built in a day, Capricorn. Rome wasn't built in a day. So and that's how it affects you, is that understanding and that patience with yourself. So your advice is the Ace of, whoa, what happened here? Hold on, I'll be back in the chat for a second. I always try to create that balance for those who aren't watching it live, because I don't want to annoy you with my conversation over here, but I also don't want to ignore the conversation over here. So I hope I do a good job with that balance. I try. The Ace of Swords is your advice. Let's understand that as advice a little bit more. Get some clarity, get some cards, babe. Well, hello, Magician, and your resources. Yeah. Oh, there's a Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. And the advice is not to get frustrated. I feel a very frustrated and stressed energy here. This is like frustrated. And there it is again. This is frustrated and stressed out. So the advice is to use your tools and your resources. Delegate where you can delegate. Ask for help where you can ask for help. Know your difference between your strengths and your weaknesses, right? You got so much going on. Your kids are 15 years old. They can make their own lunch. Sometimes they can even make your own dinner for you too. So the Magician and the Ace of Swords is being honest with yourself. Know yourself. Know what you can do and know what you can't do. Sometimes we take things on and it's not something we can take on, right? Sometimes we say yes to things and we don't have time to do that. So the advice is to know yourself and know what you can handle and use the tools and the resources that you have to get things done. But be very honest with yourself, Capricorn, right? There's people in your life that can help you. There's people in your life that can do things on their own. They don't need you to do them for them. So it's kind of, again, creating that balance, not only just between the feminine and the masculine, but between what you can and cannot do, your strengths and your weaknesses. And don't be afraid to ask for help when help is needed, but also use those resources. The Magician is the most resourceful guy in the tarot, right? He's resourceful. Usually in the deck, he's got all the elements here. So he knows how to get what he wants. He knows what his strengths and weaknesses are. He knows what he needs to do, and he knows how to grasp those resources, right? So it's using your tools and your resources to your advantage. It's being very honest with yourself about what you can handle. If you've taken on too much, don't be afraid to step back from something. You said you're going to coach your kids' soccer, your daughter's ballet, your kids' baseball, and your fourth kid's swim team. You probably can't be the coach for all of those things. So it's that element of, again, prioritizing and delegating. but being honest and using your tools and the resources you have available to you. So focusing on solutions instead of getting frustrated or focusing on the stress. Relieve some of that stress, Capricorn, because that's, again, when you're the dog chasing the tail and you have so many things to get done, it's very frustrating. You're just sitting there and feel like nothing's getting done. You know, you're trying to get to the top of Mount Everest and you're stuck at the bottom and you're like, I can't see the top. I can't see the sun. So this is just seeing the sun at that end of the tunnel and doing one thing at a time. And that's what you need to know right now. Okay, let me come back to the chat because there's a lot in there and I don't want to miss it. Okay, good. Thanks, Pagan Industry. I'm glad it was. Hey, Marlene. How's it going? Everything's great with us over here. Oh, it's still buffering on you? I hope it's not buffering for everybody. If it is, let me know. It could be my connection. Hey, Andy. How's it going? Hey, glad you could catch me live. Hey, Trisha says, love is you. Hey, Marika. Well, hello, Billy in spirit. Hey, Shanta. Okay, so let's grab some oracles, Capricorn. Let's see what they want to say, and then we'll jump back into the tarot, and we'll see what else you need to know right now. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to surrender to get through, to see through the mud, to see through all of this shiznick? Okay, your fear of intimacy. Ooh, and stubbornness. Okay. You are ready to let love in. So compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Maybe part of it's dating or love. And then I did look on the bottom, so stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you to communicate more lovingly with others and with yourself. And your spirit animal message. What's the spirit animal message here for Capricorn? Spirit animal message here. What do we got, baby? That, the transition. So you must pay attention to the signs around you. This transition might seem frightening, but you have to let go of old habits and patterns that are no longer serving your higher calling. They're only hindering your growth and potential. Okay, one more, Cappe. Then we'll get back to the tarot. So what is the Akashic record? What's the Akashic record here for Capricorn? Akashic record, reflection. There's that feminine energy, so they're highlighting that again. Hold on. So you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth, so use it to deepen your understanding and your intuition. And there's that feminine part of yourself. Okay, so let's get back to the tarot. And I'm just going to say hi to everyone in the chat. Hey, Justice, how's it going? Hey, LC Oris, I hope I said that right. Hey, no worries. At least we caught live. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Linda. Yeah, I love bike riding. I have a spin bike in my exercise room. I'm not a big fan of biking outside because then I feel like I got to take my dogs. So I spin in my room and I watch those people on YouTube and we like climb mountains together. It's fun. It's really not fun, but it's necessary. Hey, Tammy. I'm glad you could catch me. And yeah, I use the tarot cards to resonate, to connect Peg and Entity Tarot. Whenever they try to come through without the tarot, they're just like fuzzy. Maybe I just haven't mastered that skill or that craft yet, but I like them to come through the cards. That's how I connect. All right, so Capricorn, let's see what else you need to know right now. What else does Capricorn need to know right now? The Queen of Wands is in reverse. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. That Fool is upright. Okay. And what's on the bottom? The Chariot, moving forward with success. There's the star. So first of all, this is showing compassion and empathy to yourself. I feel maybe you're being hard on yourself, or maybe you're just so stressed out, you're not even thinking and focusing about yourself. Maybe you're ignoring yourself, right? You know, when you get really stressed out, you don't necessarily take the time you need for you. But this is really knowing that you're moving forward towards success. This is the card of success. And this is the card of success. This is the Emperor. He won the war. He overcame everything. A war is a lot of work. It's a lot of stress to go to war. I wouldn't want to go to war. And every time I see it, I always think of the two towers in Lord of the Rings. Remember the king that was getting attacked by the orcs, right? He needed help. He needed Aragorn. He needed the elves. He needed Gimli, the dwarf, right? So it's that element of knowing that you will overcome this with success. And it's showing compassion and empathy to yourself as you're doing that. The Queen of Wands is in reverse. I'm going to clarify her because I don't know if that's someone else or if it's the energy around you, like if it's within you. So I just want to clarify her. Just one moment. What's the Queen of Wands in reverse? Is it someone else or is that Capricorn? Let me understand. That's you. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, nope. There's the Ten of Swords. What's that? Okay, it is something from the past. Okay. Page of Wands. Oh, don't let what someone criticize you or some shit. There's the, okay. So this, when a court card comes in reverse in a reading, it represents someone having a negative influence in our life. Based on the oracle, some of you, this stress and part of this was leaving a relationship and the work involved, especially if you're married, you got kids, you got, there's a lot of stress that can be involved in that type of situation. But that's not applicable to all of you. This was someone who's very critical and condescending. Like the Page of Wands and the Ten of Swords is someone who cuts with their words. Their words are slicing through you, which means they know you. They know what's going to push your buttons. They know what you're sensitive to. And this is just having a fresh start after that critical energy. Don't let what somebody else says or does be a reflection of you. It's a reflection of them, right? But I feel like part of the stress is revolving around this person. Maybe they're condescending, arrogant, it's an ex, that type of energy. But there is a negative influence, and the Queen of Wands in reverse is a hothead. When things don't go her way, she projects on you. When she doesn't get what she wants, she freaks out and yells and screams, hollers, throws things, right? She's the people we see on YouTube having road rage. So there is that fresh start. So it's not letting that affect you, not letting that affect your future. With the Three of Pentacles, there's your mind, your body, and your soul. But there's that balance. There's that creation. I feel this energy where you're not paying attention to your body. So don't forget to pay attention to you and what your body needs as you're progressing forward and through the stress. Sometimes you just need to take a day off, and that will really recalibrate you and rejuvenate you so that you can be more productive. And I feel like that's what they're saying here. Don't be afraid to take some time off. Don't be afraid to reflect on the past. But don't let what someone else says or does affect you in a profound manner. What they say or do, as above, so below, as within, so without. I say it all the time. The way that people act is a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of you. They're projecting their shit onto you. So I do feel there's a fresh start here. Some of the stress is caused by that, by this person. And then for others of you, this is just a past person that could be influencing you. So, and I feel like it's a message to take a break, take some time for yourself. Don't hesitate. Don't be mad. Don't be hesitant. Don't feel guilty for taking a day off, a weekend off, some time off, because we're batteries, right? So if we're so stressed out and we're depleting our energy, our life force energy, we can't work properly. Like think about your battery and your remote control, right? If your battery's low, it's probably not going to change all the channels. The volume might not go up and down. It's not working to its best capability. So Capricorn, don't forget to take some time to yourself so that you can rejuvenate, recalibrate, and be more, productive as you progress forward. What's the judgment here? Don't judge yourself. Why judging yourself? Okay. And there's the Four of Pentacles. That's the go with the flow card. So be the water and go with the flow, baby. Do what you can. Get what you can done. And just take it one task at a time. But don't be too hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself. This is the Hermit and the Judgment. This is like someone reflecting and looking in the mirror, and it's like you're judging yourself in some form, some manner. What's that? Seven of Swords. For just create a plan. That's all it is. If you feel like you're chasing your tail, you're not getting anything done, don't be hard on yourself. Just create a plan. That's all you can do going forward is just change the way that you're doing things. Capricorn, that's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So I sure hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated and benefited you. And as always, Capricorn, if you like your reading, if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, for it helps my channel to grow. Thank you. I always appreciate your support, Cappy. I truly do. And let's close your reading off today with your final message. What's the final message for Capricorn? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. That's Backstreet Boys, by the way. So forgive yourself for yesterday's mistakes. Practice gratitude in the present moment. And reflection. Wow, again, here we go, Capricorn. When I loved myself enough, I began leaving behind whatever wasn't healthy. It meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. My judgments called it disloyal, but now I see it as self-loving. So take a few moments to reflect on the ways that you loved yourself today. And what did you leave behind that wasn't healthy? That's what I got. Capricorn, truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time. Hey, everybody live. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Hey, Wendy. I'm glad you could make it. Hey, Megan. I hope you resonated with the reading, or Lisa, hope you helped. Thanks, Patrick. Hey, Lisa. I'm just reading the comments. Thanks, Shanta. I love you guys too. I appreciate all your support. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you appreciated the live. I shall be back. My goal for 2025 is to do more lives, and I keep saying it. But I will accomplish my goal, because you only fail when you stop trying. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be back soon with some more readings. Until next time.